What's up, y'all? It's your boy Deboe Vibes right here. Thank y'all so much for coming by another episode of the Deboe Vibes Sports Dive. Today, we are going to talk about the NFC North. The NFC North, y'all. What's NFC North, Deboe? Okay, I'm going to tell y'all. The NFC North is this. The Chicago Bears. What? Green Bay Packers. What? Detroit Lions. What? Minnesota Vikings. Huh? Seriously, legacy teams in the NFL. So we're going to go over them right now. And your boy got the throwback NFL topic. I know y'all like. It involves numbers. Stay tuned, y'all. Right here, the Deboe Vibes Sports Dive starts right now. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Deboe Vibes right here. Thank y'all so much for coming by the DVSD, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Deboe Vibes Sports Dive. And so last week, y'all, we talked about the AFC North. Let's go Riverside right quick. Now we're going to talk about the NFC North. The NFC North consists of the Chicago Bears, Minnesota Vikings, Green Bay Packers, Detroit Lions, bomb-ass teams. Why am I talking about this all? So I don't know. But we're going to talk about them right now. Now, the NFC North has some key losses in the division. However, they also have some key pickups in the division. And they have one of the best quarterbacks in the league and a rookie who might do his thing. So y'all ready for it? Y'all ready? I'm ready. You ready, Falcons? I know you. My bad, y'all. Let's go! The first team we're going to talk about is the Minnesota Vikings, led by KOC, Kevin O'Connell. Now, here's my concern with the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings right now are going through a contract dispute. Hopefully, it can be resolved by training camp. The Minnesota Vikings, for those who don't know, have the best wide receiver in the league, Justin Jefferson. And right now, he's going through a contract dispute. So that's going to be interesting to see, and no doubt we'll keep an eye on it. Another thing about the Vikings is this. They actually lost their starting quarterback, Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins right now is, who's he with? Who's he with? Who is he with? Right here. What? Yeah. That's right. Kirk Cousins came down here to the A. So they drafted quarterback J.J. McCarthy out of the University of Michigan. Here's the thing about it, though. All reports I've been seeing and researching is that they're not even going to play J.J. McCarthy because they want to make sure he knows the offense, knows the schemes. However, my thing is this, though. They say J.J. McCarthy is the best quarterback in the draft. If they think he's the best quarterback, how come you don't start from day one? That's my question, because other quarterbacks in the draft, they start. Caleb Williams, Bears, start. Jane Daniels, Redskins, yes, I said Redskins, start. Drake May, Patriots, starting. Bo Nix, Broncos, starting. So the Vikings had to figure out, are they going to start Sam Darnold, NFL journeyman, for the entire year, or will they allow J.J. McCarthy, rookie quarterback from the Michigan Wolverines, start? So, in my opinion, I think they should start him the entire season because it's okay for you to learn. However, who is he learning behind? He's learning behind Sam Darnold. That ain't going to work. What's Sam Darnold going to teach J.J. McCarthy? How to throw an interception? No, sir. They need to play him. Now, other than the quarterback position, that offense looks good. Of course, you got Justin Jefferson. They got baller second-year wide receiver in Jordan Addison, who caught 10 touchdowns last year. T.J. Hawkinson, one of the best tight ends in the league. And they also picked up Aaron Jones from rival Green Bay Packers. And they had backup Ty Chandler. Again, the offense is going to be determined by who's starting at the quarterback position. I think, again, it should be J.J. McCarthy. And Sam Darnold goes in there and stinks it up, which he's known for. It's going to be a long, long season for the offense and for the Vikings. Now, defense, goddamn. The defense drafted edge rusher Dallas Turner from the Alabama Crimson Tide. Dallas Turner should fit in very well behind Brian Flores' defense. Brian Flores, defensive coordinator of the Minnesota Vikings, he's a schemer. He schemes. He does a lot of schemes. The defense did lose Danielle Hunter. Danielle Hunter went down to the Texans, but they do have Like I said, Dallas Turner. They also have Harrison Smith. They also have Cam Bynum, who led the team in tackles. The defense also picked up Jonathan Grenard from the Texans, who had 14 sacks last year. Again, I keep going back to the offense, though. If Kevin O'Connell can install J.J. McCarthy right away, because if J.J. McCarthy is as good as the Vikings think, he should be just fine. So that's my take on that. Vikings, score! Let's go! Now let's go ahead and talk about, in my opinion, is going to be the NFC North champs this year. I'm talking about no other than the Legacy Heritage football team of the NFL, the Green Bay Packers. Go Pack, go! What's up, Packer Nation? The Packers have arguably the top 5 quarterback in the league in Jordan Love. Jordan Love struggled for the first part of the year. However, he got it. He learned. This man threw 18 touchdowns the last 8 games of the season. And they added additional piece. They added Josh Jacobs from the LA Raiders. I said LA Raiders, y'all. I can't believe I said that. Shout out to Bo Jackson, goddamn. They added stud running back Josh Jacobs from the Vegas Raiders, my hometown. Josh Jacobs easily, he should run for about minimum 1,300 yards and about 12 touchdowns. Packer personnel also drafted Jordan Morgan, the tackle out of Arizona. And during minicamp, he was already running with the first team. That's encouraging right there. And the Packers have an unbelievable young stable of receivers. Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, Jaden Reed. Phenomenal wide receiver core for Jordan Love. And they also drafted the best running back in the draft, Marshawn Lloyd, out of USC. So Marshawn Lloyd, and let's not forget about A.J. Dillon, along with Josh Jacobs. Along with those receivers I said, and Jordan Love, I believe they will lead the NFC North by far in total offense. Packers defense. Now the Packers also drafted a ton of safeties, y'all. They drafted a ton of safeties, y'all, led by Javon Bowler. Javon Bowler is a safety out of the University of Georgia, but they also drafted linebacker Adrian Cooper out of Texas A&M. So, once again, if you look at this defense, Billy's young pieces, and they are the youngest team in the league. Once again, they're the youngest team in the league, y'all. Look at the offense. Matt LaFleur, head coach of the Green Bay Packers, I believe should have a smile on his face, and I do think they're going to win the NFC North. But we shall see, because you know why? They still had to play the game. Let's go! Let me give you a sip, Falcon Bear. You being so. And that, Chi-Town, stand up. Chi-Town, stand up. Let's go ahead and talk about the Chicago Bears, a traditional team in the NFL. And right now, to be honest with you, they one of the teams everybody's looking at. They one of the teams that everybody's looking at. Why are they looking at them, Deboe? Because the Chicago Bears had the #1 pick. They drafted polarizing quarterback Caleb Williams out of USC. Not only did they draft him, they also drafted Roma Dunze with a 9th pick out of University of Washington. Caleb Williams, former Heisman Trophy winner, All-American, University of Southern California, transferred from Oklahoma. Baller. However, he got a little Hollywood in him. Flashy, gregarious. He got that personality. However, over minicamp, he won over his teammate. Because on the field during minicamp, he was balling, throwing dimes. And also reports are saying he's building a bonds and relationships with the entire team. So look at the offense. They have him. They drafted Roma Dunze. Roma Dunze didn't practice that much because of injury. However, he's slated to be one of the starting receivers. And the Bears picked up Keenan Allen from the Chargers. So it's going to be interesting to see how this offense is led by a rookie quarterback in one of the toughest cities and the toughest teams to play in, Chicago. But they're embracing him. The city of Chicago, from all reports I've looked at, they're embracing Caleb Williams. Now, they also picked up DeAndre Swift. We'll see what happens with that, because the Philadelphia Eagles ran that man to the dirt last year. This dude like 27, 20 years old, but he got a lot of trail and tire. But let's go back to Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is going to be the main quarterback everybody has their eye on this year. He's brash, he's bold, he has that personality, and it's something the Bears have not had before. So we'll see what he does on the field. But so far, so good. It's translating. Now, as far as defense, y'all, I got nothing. I got nothing. I know they got have Montez with the defensive end. Other than that, they have a lot of individuals. If you're not in Chicago, you will not know these individuals. During my research, I'm going over the starting lineup of the defense. I don't know none of it. With that being said, Eric Washington of the Chicago Bears is very high on his defense, particularly the back seven. He said the secondary as well as the linebacking core could be one of the best in the NFL. We shall see. In the division that has Jordan Love and Jared Goff, he better be right. He better be right. Once again, my eye is going to be on Caleb Williams, the rookie quarterback. We'll see what he does for the Bears. Let's go! Last but not least, y'all. Last but not least, we got to talk about the reigning NFC North champs, Detroit Lions. Detroit, stand up! Head coach Dan Campbell is building culture. I'll say it again. Head coach Dan Campbell is building a culture. And the front office is buying into his culture because they signed Jared Goff to a dumb contract, a crazy contract. Jared Goff is the quarterback of the Detroit Lions who got a massive contract to make him one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league. They also gave a massive contract to Amon-Ra St. Brown, wide receiver. They also gave a big contract to Penei Sewell. They're still attacking. The pieces are there. And you look at Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, you look at Jahmyr Gibbs, who they have slated as being the lead back this year, all-purpose back, who did some great things as a rookie. And speaking of rookies last year, Sam Laporta, who is a tight end, will be more than likely a top 3 tight end in this league moving forward. So you look at all the offensive pieces they got going on. Ben Johnson, offensive coordinator, who everybody wanted to be a head coach, decided to stay. Aaron Glenn, defensive coordinator, who everybody wanted to hire as a head coach, decided to stay. What I'm saying is this. When you got individuals deciding to stay with an organization, a culture is being built, and it's nothing to play with. On defense, y'all, I love what they did in the draft. They drafted 2 baller defensive backs, cornerbacks. They drafted Terrion Arnold, who's already a fan favorite out of Alabama, and they also drafted Ennis Rakestraw, cornerback out of Missouri. I love these picks right here. The NFL is a passing league, y'all, who know bump and run, zone, man, physicality, all that. That's a definite plus right there. And Terrion Arnold and Ennis Rakestraw, they know both bump and run, man, and zone. What are you talking about, Deboe? What are you talking? Do y'all know about man coverage and zone? All bump and run and everything. Do y'all know about that? Let me tell y'all something right quick. I'm gonna show y'all right quick, y'all. Whenever you hear somebody say something about bump and run or zone coverage or man coverage, let's say I'm Terrion Arnold, right? I'm Terrion Arnold. Man coverage is when you're in the receiver's face, like all his face right here, right? And you sitting there, you look at his waist, and you jam out of the line of scrimmage, and it's man coverage right there. That's your man coverage. Zone coverage is when you can do the same exact thing, except there's a particular part of the field that's yours. So you're not on that man in front of you. You're on a spot. You're in an area on that field. Another illustration, y'all, before the quarterback snaps the ball, and you see receiver run across the line of scrimmage before the ball is hiked. The reason the offense does that, they want to see if the defense is in man coverage or zone coverage. So if a receiver run across before the ball snapped, and you got somebody following him on the defense, that's man coverage right there. If a receiver run across like that and no one moves, that means defense is in zone coverage. Man versus zone. However, sometimes it can be disguised though. So that's man versus zone. Terrion Arnold and Ennis Rakestraw of the rookies for the Lions did an amazing job in college as far as zone is concerned, as far as man concerned. So that defense right there is going to be beast. That defense is going to be beast. They're already beast right now with Brian Branch at safety and Aiden Hutchinson at defensive end. So I already called it. I think the Packers are going to win the NFC North. However, those Lions with Dan Campbell and that rabid fan base should have a smile on their face because I still think they can get into the playoffs and do great things and go deep in the playoffs as well. So that's my take right there on the NFC North. Let's go!
And off Deboe, off the left side, gets to the outside, first down. He streaks to the 20, the 30. They'll never catch him. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Count them, folks. Silver and black. Bo Jackson. Holy Toledo, 90 yards.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time for us to get to the NFL throwback topic of the day. And it involves, like I said in the beginning, it involves numbers, y'all. It involves numbers. Specifically jersey numbers, goddamn. So we all have that particular player, you know what I'm saying, who we grew up watching. And the main thing that stood out was his jersey number. He's like, yeah, I want that jersey number because so-and-so, you know what I'm saying, he doing his thing. So there have been a lot of great numbers in NFL history. But I defy anybody to pick a number that I think is the best number in NFL history, y'all. So with that being said, what's the number, Deboe? Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all. My all-time favorite number. I'm gonna give y'all 5 reasons why this is my all-time favorite number. In NFL history, the number 34. The number 34. And I'm smiling because I'm about to break it down some real public light. So we're gonna do 5 reasons why that's the best all-time number in NFL history. Number 5, Ricky Williams. Ricky Williams could have been the best. He could have been the best Heisman Trophy winner out of Texas. Strong, fast, physical, smoke weed. Hey, that part, we can't do anything about that part. We can't do anything about that part, Ricky. Run, Ricky, run. But when this man was on a football field, he was a menace. He was a menace to defenses. He handled his business, and careers cut short, in my opinion. Careers cut short, but you look at the things he did while he was with the Saints, or more specifically, while he was with the Dolphins. When he led the league in rushing in 2002, I believe, he had like 1,800 yards and 15 touchdowns. The man was a beast on the football field, y'all. Y'all can't take that away from him, and y'all definitely can't take that weed away from him. He'll whip y'all ass, you know what I'm saying? Number 4, Herschel Walker. Another Heisman Trophy winner, goddamn. Dominated the football field. And of course, a whole trade went down where the Vikings traded their entire draft. I want y'all to think about this. The Vikings traded their entire draft to the Cowboys to pick up Herschel Walker. And all the Cowboys did with that was pick up all-time greats, notably Emmitt Smith. So, but going back to Herschel, y'all. Herschel went to Minnesota, handles business there, and just trucking fools, running fools over. Another one, speed, physicality. And he's the only nigga we would ever see in his lifetime who actually did bobsledding. This man was an Olympic bobsled. This man bobsled, y'all. So, hey, shout out to Herschel. Shout out to Herschel. Number 3, come on, man, the Tyler Rose, Earl Campbell. Y'all, that's all I gotta say. Y'all seen the highlight where he ran old buddy over from the LA Rams and all that? Physical. This man ran so hard, his shoulder pads would pop out of his jersey. Come on. Old school with the Houston Oilers, man. Handled his thing, did his business. But the only thing about it is, though, unfortunately, a lot of the physicality that he did from back in the day is causing him, he can barely walk no more. His hands are like this now. And they're like this because all the times he stiff arm people, where his hands are like this now. You know what I mean? But Earl Campbell wasn't these, and he got a hell of smoked sausage, y'all. Paul. No, I'm serious. He actually has Earl Campbell, you know what I'm saying, smoked sausages, you know what I'm saying? So Earl Campbell, number 3. Number 2. Now, number 2 and number 1 is like, it's just like last week. Remember last week with Calvin Johnson, the Rain Monsters 1-1-A. I got another one right here, y'all. And it's debatable, but my number 234, Walter Payton. Sweetness. Walter Payton. The NFL's all-time leading rusher before my man Emmitt Smith did. You want to talk about somebody who dominated the football field in every fashion. And he was small. Now, he was a small dude. He was like 190, 195, running fools over. And he's honestly the hardest running back I've ever seen in my life. They had the durability this man had, and as physical as he was, to be slight in stature. Amazing. Sweetness. Walter Payton all day. Chicago Bear legend. Now here's number 1. And like I said, it's debatable. I could have put Walter number 1, but I'm doing my personal favorite. The dude I watched growing up in Las Vegas, Nevada. Bo knows, man. The number 134 in NFL history, Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson, y'all. Bo knows. Not only was he one of the best running backs I've ever seen, but he had marketability. The man played baseball as good as he played football for the Kansas City Royals. This before Deion did his thing with the Atlanta Falcons and the Atlanta Braves. You know what I'm saying? Bo freaking Jackson, he would take that ball as big as he was. I can't recall how many touchdown runs where he just run down the sideline like a locomotive. Couldn't nobody catch him. Specifically that Brian Bosworth Seahawks game where he ran for like 220 and 3 touchdowns and ran down the sideline for 90 yards. Come on, Bo Jackson, man. Like I said, I could have did Walter Payton number 1, but Bo Jackson from back in the day. And if y'all know what Bo Jackson did back in the day. The marketability, all that. So that's your boy's number 1. That's your boy's number 1. You know what I'm saying? So once again, the number 1 jersey number in NFL history, in your boy's opinion, number 34. If you think otherwise, let your boy know. Tell me what yours is. I'm interested. We're gonna have dialogue, y'all. I'm interested to see what y'all say in the comments. But anyway, man, thank y'all so much for coming by another episode of Deboe Vibes Sports Style DVSD all day. And next week, we're going to go back to the AFC. We're going to go east side, y'all. We're going to talk about the AFC East, y'all. Jets, Bills, Dolphins, Patriots. Y'all ready to go to the east side with me next week? Y'all ready to go to the east side with me next week? We're going to do it, y'all. But until then, man, it's your boy Deboe Vibes. And guess what, man? I see greatness in you. Like you see greatness in me. Love y'all, man. From the top of my head to the soles of my feet, it's your boy. The one and only Deboe Vibes right here, man. As always, y'all. Respect, love, and peace. Deuces.
What wants some of Deboe?